and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, it is now the 20th, so I am doing my mid-month check-in. This video is just talking about all the books I've read off of my TBR and what I plan to read next. I'm not going to go too much into detail about my thoughts and opinions because I want to save that for my wrap-up. But yeah, this is just to let you guys know what I read, if I liked it, and to like kind of have a little teaser of my wrap-up. If you would like to know my thoughts and opinions of the books and what they're about before my wrap-up, I would recommend following me on Instagram. I post just a whole post dedicated to one single book and my ratings and my opinions on them. Just started doing that this month and I'm really enjoying it, and I am definitely going to keep on doing that. So if that is something that interests you, it is my account is theretro.reader on Instagram, and as always, it'll be linked down in the description box, as well as my Goodreads too. So anyways, let's talk about the books that I've read this month. So far, I've read 4 books, which is pretty amazing. I consider myself a very fast-paced reader, so I read Nora Roberts' The Search, which is basically about this girl who is a dog trainer for search and rescue dogs, and in her past she basically got kidnapped and almost murdered by the serial killer, but she got away. And in the future, there's a copycat killer who is hunting her down and trying to kill her. But yeah, and much like Nora Roberts, this is a romantic suspense book. I thought it was okay. So yeah, it's my thought and opinion. We'll go into detail in the wrap-up. Then I read Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. This book is it's a science fiction book about this little boy who, at a young age, goes into this space academy to train to be like a commander for this alien race, like to fight them. Yeah. And I really liked this book. It was amazing. And then the next book that I read is also, it's gonna be part of my vampire vlog series. So I am vlogging it and talking about my thoughts and opinions, but this is Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick, which is about this girl who meets this guy who is like irritating, but she likes him, and she finds out that he's a fallen angel, and yeah. Anyways, I enjoyed that book. And then the last book so far that I've read this month is Lilac Girls by Martha Hall Kelly, which is a historical fiction about these 3 girls, and their different lives. So one lives in America during World War II. One lives in like Poland during World War II, and she gets sent to like a concentration camp where there is tests going on the concentration camp survivors or people, and then or prisoners. That is the word I'm going for. And then the third person is this girl who's from Germany, and she is like Hitler's like pawn or something like that. So yeah, it's very interesting. It takes place before, during, and after the war. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I did like that. If you've seen my TBR, I talked about how I want to read Here If You Need Me by Kate Brostrom. And then I also want to read Night Film by Marisha Pessel. And like, I still want to read both of these books, but I feel like they're not really like grabbing my attention very much anymore. And I will like eventually read them, but like right now, I'm kind of sick and over a lot of suspense and thrillers just because of Nora Roberts' book. So yeah, and I want to read something also like that is about like from a marginalized voice, or is marginalized a good word? I'll put the word I mean right here. But yeah, so like a person of color's or a native person's point of view and opinion. So I am actually changing my mind on those two, and I'm going to read for my memoir or nonfiction piece, Lakota Woman by Mary Crow Dog. And I'll just kind of talk about like the back synopsis, what it says. Mary Brave Bird grew up fatherless in a one-room cabin without running water or electricity on a South Dakota reservation, rebelling against the aimless drinking, punishing missionary school, narrow strictures for women, in violence and hopelessness of reservation life. She joined the new movement of tribal pride sweeping Native American communities in the 60s and 70s, and eventually married Leonard Crow Dog, the movement's chief medicine man who revived the sacred but outlawed ghost dance. Lakota Woman is a unique document unparalleled in American Indian literature, a story of death, of determination against all odds, and of the cruelties perpetuated against American Indians during the last several decades. It is also a deeply moving account of women's triumphant struggle to survive in a hostile world. So that sounds very interesting. So I really want to read this, and especially during like the Thanksgiving holiday, just because, you know, I feel like the Pilgrims and like the Natives, like that, like whole thing surrounding this holiday isn't really that great, and obviously they're telling lies. But yeah, I wanted to just read this just to get a different perspective on things, because I myself am not Native. I am a Caucasian white woman, so I would like to get more perspective on life and events that's happening. And yeah, then the next thing I want to read is The Winter Sister by Megan Collins. I've been needing to read this for a while. I've been like picking it up and putting it down. This is for my thriller category, so I'll talk about what it's about or read the synopsis. 16 years ago, Sylvie's sister Persephone never came home. Out late with the boyfriend she was forbidden to see, Persephone was missing for 3 days before her body was found, and years later her murderer remains unsolved. In the present day, Sylvie returns home to care for her estranged mother, Annie, as she undergoes chemotherapy. Once there, Sylvie discovers that Persephone's former boyfriend, Ben, is now a nurse at the cancer center where Annie is being treated. Sylvie has always believed Ben was responsible for the murder, but she carries her own guilt about that night, and as she grapples with the past, Sylvie begins to uncover the secrets that fill her house, along with what really happened the night Persephone died. And yeah, sounds interesting. And as I was reading both of these, I'm so excited to read both these books. Also, sorry for the glare this whole video, but I'm like super pumped to read these books, whereas like these books, like not so much, you know. Like I'm still pumped to read them, but like I'm like pumped to read these two. So yeah. Anyways, change of plans. So yeah. Anyways, that is all for today. That's what I read and what I plan on reading in November. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I know my my mid-month check-ins are pretty interesting to see. People enjoy watching them. I feel like I get most views on these ones, but anyways, I'm tired. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below what you read and what you plan on reading for the rest of this month. And like, what are your plans for Thanksgiving? I'm excited to hear. My plans personally, I'm obviously going to be working Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but on Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, I'm going to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with my family, my aunts and uncles, and it's going to be super fun. I'm going to make some stuff for the Thanksgiving dinner. And then on Black Friday, I finally have it off. It pays to not work in retail anymore. Yes. I'm probably going to do some shopping. I might do some book shopping. We'll see. I don't know. My shelves are pretty full, but you know, I'm just excited to be off on Black Friday, and then it's a weekend, and you know, I got technically a 4-day weekend, so I'm pretty excited, pretty pumped. Gonna get a lot of reading done. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below, again, what you plan on reading, if you have any fun plans. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye. Hey guys, so if you do want to follow me on other social medias, I am on Instagram and Goodreads. I post frequently on Instagram, so if you guys want the little updates and everything, be sure to follow my Instagram and my Goodreads.